What is up, guys? Julian's Way here, and in this video I want to talk about no other than Mr. Getting It Done, Mr. Hopefully come back, should have come back, don't care if he comes back, and that sort of thing. Kai Greene, one of the most popular, if not the most popular bodybuilder in the world. People that do not even know bodybuilding, they only know the guy with the hair on top of his head looking like Goro. They know that Kai Greene is a bodybuilder. As soon as you say Kai Greene, they say, yeah, they know who that is. People know Kai Greene more than Phil Heath and even Ronnie Coleman. Anyways, what I want to talk about is his coming back for the past few years. His last competition was 2016, winning the Arnold Classic, and so 2016, 2021, that's like about 5 years, 5 to 6 years ago. So, a lot of people hope that he would have come back. When Phil was there, Phil wasn't there. When Brandon won and his chances after Sean Rudden, he was teasing people and they got tired of it. I do not know and I do not see what's the big deal. If the man chooses to come back, he comes back. If he doesn't, he doesn't. What's the big deal? People be hating on Kai Greene. I'm not a big fan of Kai Greene's physique, but he felt he got robbed in 2014 with Olympia with Phil Heath. I think it was a close call. I think the judges just went with Phil Heath's physique over Kai Greene, and that was it. He felt he got robbed and he wasn't pleased, and he did had the story with Olympia banning him to compete. And then in 2016 with the Arnold Classic, he won that, and he has not been back on a competitive stage since then to compete. And the rumors circulating that he might come back. People say they do not care. They want to see Sean Rhoden. I personally want to see both of them. I want to see Sean Rhoden. I want to see Kai Greene, Phil Heath, Brandon, Hardy, Big Ramy, of course, without a doubt. And I want to see everybody. I do not see what's the big deal. If they had to give a special invite, if it come down between Kai Greene and maybe Sean Rhoden, well, yes, in that case, if they had to give a special invite. But I think, of course, Kai Greene does have all the prerequisites, and he is a champ. I think that definitely he can win a show, even though he hasn't been on stage that long, and we do not know what he will look like exactly. I still think that this man has the potential to be on that Olympia stage and do some damage, regardless of who's going to be in that show. I think Kai does have, he knows what to do, and he can make a comeback if he chooses to. If he doesn't, what's the big deal? I do not know why people get upset when they hear about Kai Greene coming back. The man chooses not to come back. He has other priorities. He's making money. He's, been featured in Flame and that sort of thing. So he has everything going on. He doesn't need to come back to the Olympia stage for the money, but maybe he just wanted to win it under his title, and people thought maybe he should have won in 2014, or his fans thought that he should have won at least one Olympia, and it didn't happen. Flex Wheeler, it didn't happen for Flex Wheeler. I think Flex Wheeler was one of the best bodybuilders back then, probably even the best in terms of symmetry and aesthetics with that amount of size in his last competitive years. But he didn't win the Olympia. Kevin Levrone didn't win the Olympia, so Kai probably will just go down as one of those guys. But what I'm saying, you should cheer him and say, yeah, we want to see Kai come back. Yeah, we want to see Kai come back. And that happened, and it didn't go down. So, but, his fans will still want to see him come back. And some people are probably do not care if he comes back. I personally would love to see him come back, and I would love to see, how he stack up against these other new bodybuilders and other past recent Mr. Olympians like Brandon, and of course he's been next to Big Ramy, but not the new Big Ramy nor the new Brandon Curry. So I think that would be interesting, and I think people should not give up and still cheer him on, and hopefully he does come. But there was this post about him, Dan Solomon, and he was saying that, what do you think we were discussing, and they met, I think it was last year, the year before, and then there's another one with Milo, Snick's Power and Strength, asking, like, who cares, who would love to see him come back, and all that sort of thing. I do not see what the really big deal is. If he comes back, he comes back. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But what I'm saying, stop hating and stop making it a big deal. Sean Rhoden has to sort himself out. Those legal issues has to be sorted out if he doesn't sort them out. And they want to give a special invite to Kai instead. then give it to Kai. If they give it to Sean Roden, they give it to Sean Roden. That's about it. Do I think he deserves a special invite? I think he has done a lot in the past to deserve a special invite, but as of recently, maybe not. But if they decide to give it to him, they decide to give it to him. That's their decision. They've got to make that decision. It's the same thing coming down with the judges. The judges are looking for something that you might not see as a person that's looking on, even especially if you're gonna look from a television, or you're gonna stream it online and you're gonna say how he looks. Being there is a whole different thing. So however they see it fit that he wants to come back and he can come back, that's up to them. I do not see what's the big deal, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna drag the video on. I just think people are being ridiculous and exaggerating with Kai Greene, and they're upset over foolishness. People are so ridiculous these days. Anyways, those are my thoughts. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Also remember to please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell button for notifications. Until my next video, peace, take care, and stay safe.